Yo, what is up everybody? It is me, Weeb, back with another episode of one of y'all favorite what ifs on this channel. What if Naruto was a Hyuga? Part 3. Last time Kakashi and Zabuza had their first bout, and Kakashi got trapped in the water prison jutsu, and Naruto and Sasuke had to save him. They used together their combined powers, and they rescued Kakashi. Kakashi passed out instantly, and they've been training for the past 3 days, and now Kakashi's finally awoken. What will they do now? Find out today in this part. Now, Kakashi's finally awoken after his long rest from overusing the Sharingan. He wakes up to find Sasuke and Naruto are outside, throwing shuriken and kunai at each other, trying to match up at perfect resonance. This way they can do something that they were trying to make called a combined attack, since it worked so well against Zabuza. Kakashi stops them and says that he has his own type of training that he thinks would benefit the both of them. He asks Naruto and Sakura and Sasuke to follow him, and they go towards the woods. Kakashi plants his foot on the tree, and then he steps up, and he does the same with his second foot. And he begins climbing up the tree as easy as walking on the ground. All three of them are impressed, and Naruto activates his Byakugan in order to see what Kakashi's doing. He sees that Kakashi is folding the chakra in his feet to make it bend into the tree's natural chakra, so that way it connects like a sort of super glue, like, Flex Seal. But he sees how he's doing it, and it helps him, and he decides he thinks he can do it. So Kakashi explains to them, and Naruto tries on his first try. It doesn't work. Sakura tries on her first try, and it doesn't work either, and Sasuke the same. Next, Naruto tries it again, but he uses Byakugan this time so he can see the measurement of chakra that he's using in his feet. This time, he actually gets it and he starts climbing up the tree. But the moment he deactivates his Byakugan, his chakra control goes way off and he falls down. Sasuke, on the other hand, hasn't made it up yet once, which really annoys him. Sakura is running around all the trees because her chakra control is way better than both of the other two. Kakashi explains to Naruto how when he uses the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and when he uses his Byakugan, he's putting way too much chakra into it. That's why he's running out of chakra faster, even though his chakra pools should be way larger. Naruto takes this fight and begins working on climbing the tree. This time he tries to not use his Byakugan and focuses in his mind on how to measure the chakra. Naruto in this timeline's a lot smarter because when he was younger, him and Neji would actually train together back at the Hyuga home. So Naruto understands a little bit more about chakra control, especially because of the Gentle Fist and 32 Palms style, which Naruto's still working on learning. Naruto already knows the Gentle Fist technique, and he begins applying these aspects to his feet. When he does this, it makes it much easier, and he's calling it the Gentle Tree Climbing Technique, in which he uses small amounts of chakra and pushes it out of the bottom of his feet to kind of push into the woods, so acting like spikes on his shoes, or kind of clamps on his feet. He walks up the tree with ease, and it's much easier than when he was doing it before. So this is how Naruto trains. For the next day, he begins using this and trying to climb faster and faster. Eventually, he passes out and he wakes up to find Haku there. Haku, without the mask of course, who we know as Haku. He can't decide if it's a boy or a girl because Haku. And they talk about what they fight for as shinobi and who they try to protect, and how protecting someone makes you stronger. And Naruto thinks about how his goal to protect Neji and save him from his feelings of helplessness and destiny after his father died. Naruto thinks about this and everything that Haku says before he leaves and goes back to Camp Kakashi. Haku waves goodbye and they walk in their own paths. When he gets back, it turns out that Tazuna is ready to go back to the bridge and begin finishing it. So Kakashi says he's ready to head out. Him, Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto all walk out. When they're walking out to the bridge, they're walking towards the end, and suddenly, a mist rolls in. Kakashi realizes what's going on, and thinks remembers that Zabuza must be alive, because the Senbon that hit Zabuza's neck could have been a non-killing blow. When this happens, Kakashi tells the team to get into a defensive position, which happens. Haku and Zabuza come out of the mist, and Zabuza instantly begins fighting with Kakashi. Haku sees Naruto and Sasuke and pulls Sasuke into his Demon Ice Mirror's jutsu. When this happens, Naruto charges in and jumps into the jutsu of Sasuke, and activates his Byakugan. When he does this, he can see how fast Haku's moving, and is dodging his movements. Left, right, down, up, mine. He's pulling Sasuke with him so that he doesn't get hurt. but then it's too fast. Haku's speed speeds up extremely, and he goes blasting. He cuts Naruto on his leg, on his hip, on his arm, on his cheek. Blood begins to pour out of Naruto little by little. Eventually, he's throwing Senbon. They start to hit Sasuke. Naruto doesn't know what to do. And then, he's out of range. Sasuke gets pulled away from him. And then, Haku throws the Senbon. When Haku throws the Senbon at Naruto, Naruto is about to prepare to block it. But Sasuke runs in front of the way and jumps. All of the Senbon go into his body, and he falls to the ground. His eyes fading as the light fades out of them. He stares into Naruto and says that he has to live on his dream as he closes his eyes. Naruto's solemn for a moment, and Haku doesn't do anything, just watches and says that that's the fate of a ninja world. Naruto looks up as red chakra begins to pour out of him. And suddenly, he activates his Byakugan along with the first tail of the one-tailed cloak. He stares up at Haku and screams with an ungodly roar. He rushes towards Haku, who he can now see even clearer. His Byakugan is turned into red, where he can see everything even more defined. Time slows down for him, and he realizes what's happening. His Byakugan is advanced in some way, with this new power of his that he's unlocked. Kurama's chakra has boosted him so much to the point that he's way faster than Haku now. He punches Haku in the face so hard that his mask completely shatters, and the face and his jaw completely get demolished. His jaw is wrecked and ripped off on one side, and he's bleeding everywhere. His bones are shattered in his face, and all you can see is out of his left eye. His right side of his face is completely destroyed, like Obito from the rocks. He flies, crashing through one of his own mirrors, and flies towards the ground. Naruto, still in a rage from Sasuke's death, is walking towards the almost crippled body of Haku at this point. Kakashi is about to thrust his lightning blade into Zabuza's body when suddenly Haku, with all of his strength left in his body, he jumps up and pushes himself as fast as he can in front of it. The lightning blade blasts through Haku's chest, and he coughs out a spurt of blood into Kakashi. As he looks, and Naruto sees who it is, he looks into his eyes, and Naruto falls out of the nine-tail state. His eyes shocked, his mouth hanging open, gaping. He's crying. He realizes what happened. His friend, who he talked to the other day about protecting someone, had just been murdered and was killed by him, and that's what he felt. As Haku left his eyes, and he died. Zabuza didn't say anything, and Naruto immediately got upset. When Gado's gang came by, Naruto cried that Zabuza didn't care about Haku, even though Haku gave everything to him. When he does this, Zabuza decides to feel emotions, even though he hasn't done that in such a long time. He rushes with everything he has left since the fight with Kakashi, and slashes through all of Gato's goons, eventually killing Gato and the goons himself. In a pool of blood, he lies next to Haku, and as he dies, him and Haku die together, and a light powdered snow falls upon the land of waves. That's the end of part 3 of What If Naruto Was a Hyuga. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
It's black and white.